welcome to...
I'm not really surprised that you defeated Smiling Hawk. Your skills are absolutely amazing. It would be an honor, though I doubt I'll offer as much of a challenge as Master Smiling Hawk.
Double axes.
Very impressive. I can see the masters were right to let you train with us.
It's about time somebody dealt with that rogue Smiling Hawk. Of course, now I have to clean up the mess you two made. Out, out, out! The dining hall is a mess, and I doubt you're here to help me clean. Out, out, out! The dining hall is a mess.
I'm glad. It is a shame.
Hello.
Uso see.
Always... I know many people in the city.
So, would you like to... There are many raiders between here and the... Get the... Excellent work. The prefect is happy to be home, safe, no doubt. I see you were able to dispatch a few of the raiders on your way. I'll top up your payment a little for that. Would you like to see some of my upgrades? Yes, of course. So, would you... I have received word that my associate is alive, if not well. He was shot down by Imperial flyers while retrieving some sensitive information. Fly to the destination on the wind map and destroy anyone who attacks you. Drop off these parts so my associate can repair his ship and return. The area you will be flying into is private land, and by right only the Emperor's servants are allowed entrance. But there is a truth there that must be uncovered. Be careful. These Imperial flyers are extremely dangerous. Good luck. You've done it. Chang, my associate, is on his way back. Here, I owe you this and more. I regret I have no more missions for you, but I'm always here if you require upgrades for your flyer. Thank you again. Yet,
My uncle saw...
If only I could find a way to put things right.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry, I was just muttering to myself. I'm in some trouble and... Wait! You! You could help me! You're clearly not from around the Imperial City, and I need someone's help most desperately. Someone unaffected by the politics of this place. Well, of course. I could, I suppose I could write you in as a character in one of my plays. Imagine fame and, well, immortality on the stage. Well, you see, there's been a mix-up. No, an error. Oh, who am I kidding? Some bastard has changed my play! I am Incisive Chorus, the playwright. I'm sure you've heard of me. And if not, you have... now, I suppose. One of my productions has been touring the countryside and catching people's attention. We were asked to bring it into the city and perform here in the Golden Way. The play must go on, but not as they want it. The play's been changed, you see. One very key piece of the play has been rewritten. Once you change this scene, you change the very soul of the production. It's hardly my play at all if they perform it their way. They've changed it from a commentary of man's inhumanity to man to a satire of the Empire. I tell you truthfully that they've lost the whole point of the piece. A like-minded island amidst a sea of dolts. Oh dear, that was a poor metaphor. The point stands, regardless. I'm certain the Lotus assassins would blame me for the satire. I will gladly offer you the going rate for a leading man, just for a walk-on part. I need you to take a role in the play and read the role the, original way. You have a most regal bearing, so I'd expect you'd have no major problems at any rate acting the role of Lady 14 Flowers. If you talk to first-degree thespian Fong up by the pagoda, tell him you're the replacement actor. He'll be desperate, so all you'll have to do is read the proper lines. Of course, all the roles are played by men, or at least women with the decency to pose as men playing women. It can get complex sorting it all out. Here's a copy of the original script for your scene. Pivotal, I assure you. This copy reads properly, not like that edited pile of dung. Hurry over to the large pagoda overlooking the Golden Way and tell Fong that you're the replacement. They won't wait forever, so step quickly to it. Remember, you'll have to memorize your lines. No script on stage, of course. Also, make sure you read from this script. Now, good... No, you're about to perform, so I shan't jinx it. Get to it!
I greet you, sir. I wonder if you might have some silver to spare. I come from a very wealthy family. As such, I have a certain lifestyle to maintain. Parties, female admirers, lots of wine. You understand. I have to have an income, don't I? My father looked at my considerable expenses and told me to get my own silver. Ah, but I am a noble. The shame of manual labor or the stink of trade must not be allowed to touch me. Not at all. Very simply, you have it, I want it. I am behaving in a very rational, civilized manner by politely asking. I read all the greatest philosophers and consulted with wise men before reaching this decision. I assure you the philosophical underpinnings are quite sound. Wisdom is only gained by experience, wine, women, and song, as it were. But a life of revel with no reflection still does not lead to true wisdom. One must ponder, one must daydream. Even if I could bear the shame of sullying my hands with work, when would I think? How could I grow wise? Well, it loses some of the subtlety when you put it that way. But yes. If you feel more generous later,
Oh, goodness. I do hope that the,
I only wish I'd seen you.
Lost?
Excuse me. You're in my way, and I'm trying to keep an eye out for our replacement actor. You? You're the replacement? Well, why aren't you in costume? If you're going to be playing Lady 14 Flowers, you'll need your dress! There's no time for you to run back and get yours. I'm sure we can find one to fit in the back, though most of our performers are less broad. Did they give you a copy of the script when they sent you over here? Let me see that. No! This is all wrong. They sent you with the old script. Bloody Actors Guild is staffing itself with water buffaloes, I tell you. Here, have it back. The script's recently been revised, so even if you're familiar with the old version, read it again for the changes before you... Well, a southern noble funded the location and travel for us, but wanted to make a few tweaks. We couldn't afford to miss the exposure. Our writer wasn't that happy, but we accepted the revisions, and here we are. I'm sure your Actors Guild told you that we have standard rates. We'll happily pay you the going rate for a lead, especially since this is short notice. Ruin your scene and you get nothing, just like normal. Understand? Just get at least half the lines correct and the crowd will figure out what's happening. Any less than that, and it becomes one of those obscure plays no one likes. Now, read that script over. Come talk to me when you've got it, and we'll get you into final costume and onto the stage. Have you read the script?
Watch closely. We shall see if the informant was accurate.
Imagine condemning the Jade Empire at its heart. The fools.
All of heaven's blessings guide him, but sagacious Tien has been absent from the palace for such a time. His conquests of the northern kingdoms have kept his light from us. All the scattered kingdoms have seen the light of his rule, and our emperor's advisors grow in number. The arable lands to the south, all the way to the useless jungles, which were left as nothing for the Monkey King, are fused into the mighty Jade Empire. To the east, sagacious Tien has spread his light to the very waters themselves, and lo, to the west he found enlightenment among the hills of the 6 holy scrolls. But what word from the wastes of the Horse Lords? Aha! What is this? Why, 'tis Lady 14 Flowers. We can only hope she brings word. My dearest Lady 14 Flowers, under what banner does your entourage travel today? Peace in the north? Could this be? Have all the Horse Lords been subjugated so easily? Heaven smiles upon the Empire today. Your arrival here is certainly welcome, as your kingdom is one of the most recent to join the Jade Empire. We have had word that the hostilities have ceased. Tell me, most gracious lady, when was this momentous decision reached? You phrase that most interestingly, Lady 14 Flowers. Why do I sense there is more to this story? But surely the might of the Jade Empire is unquestionable, and our will to victory unswayed. And tell me, most gracious madam, when the final blow was struck, where was our noble leader? Deep in the wastes of the north? Surely you mean the far edge, the Horse Lord camps broken behind him. There's been nothing but the gentle drafts of spring here in the Imperial City for weeks. With such a chill in the air, was this some time ago? Well, I suppose it would have to have been, in order to account for my lady's passage south. Indeed, I suspect that the true story lies in how far north the Emperor's reaches spread. It seems to me that some part of your story remains untold. Do my questions block the truth? Tell me this, if nothing else, good lady. When the cry for peace rose up, who was it that our great Emperor turned to? The heavens had turned to him? These words, are they riddles? Wait, what word is this from the front? The Emperor sends word of his return. The Horse Lords are unconquered, but our forces were undefeatable. What happened to cease the expansion of the Empire, dear lady? A celestial event, most auspicious. And so, our most noble emperor saw a sign from the heavens. Our mighty armies poised to crush the Horse Lords and stretch the empire to the ends of the earth, but we stopped. For now, even I see that there are limits to ambition, and overreaching those limits invites nothing but disaster. All praise the Emperor, for his wisdom is infinite. My lady, you have my deepest thanks for bringing this news to us. I shall inform the court immediately.
What in the dragon's eye was that? I saw no treason there. Oh, the informant will suffer for a lifetime.
You there, Lady 14 Flowers. That was pretty solid. It's too bad you couldn't hit it perfectly, but it will do. That was a curious interpretation of your role. It lacked some of the punch we've come to expect from the great lady. Ah well, what's done is done. I believe I owe you an actor's fee. Enjoy. I'm glad you were here to fill in. We would have sunk faster than a bottomless boat without a solid Lady 14 Flowers on hand. Rather fun. Now I know you're not one of the guild actors. They're never positive about anything. Oh well, no harm done, I'm sure. The performance wouldn't have gone on without you, professional actor or not. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have things I must attend to.
A well-fought victory against that outlander buffoon. You showed that he could not best us in battle, mentally or physically. We are all in your debt, but the Ministry of... I control a very limited treasury. To give any more... A very good point. Here, take this. I should know not to barter with a master debater. Do you disagree? I've never seen such a cunning linguist. It is money well spent. Compensation because my own diction came up short.
You have...
Kill.
Legendary strike.
Well, stranger, you have some spirit to you. You fight like a demon. Those poor lost souls didn't stand a chance against you. I could use the skills of a man like you. An honest working man like me can't compare with someone like you, but you can definitely help me with a problem I've been having. My name is Shen. I'm the first gravedigger here. It's my job to look over the necropolis and make sure all the peaceful souls are laid to rest. I've got to dig the holes, fill them, and balance the books and everything. Nice, proper burials. But now, with all these ghosts rising again, I've got problems. No one seems to want to stay dead, and I can't go refunding all the burial money to all the families of the ghosts now. I can't afford it. So, I just want you to do a little job for me. Nothing hard. Just put the ghosts back where they belong. Quiet them down a bit. But there'll be a little bit in it for you as well, don't worry. Can't have you going away empty-handed now, can we? So, what do you say? Trouble? Well, they've always been trouble. Every few years, one would act up and we'd have to have some monks come by and put them down. But now they're coming up all over the place. The last few years, they've been becoming more and more common, and more of a problem as well. Especially for me. They don't take too kindly when I try to, tidy up their coffins and things. But it also means I can't use those areas of the necropolis. It's too dangerous now. So, you interested? Well, forever. There's always someone who doesn't rest too easy in their grave. Not here, anyway. Every couple years, some ghost would rise up and the monks would come and put him down. But now they're coming up all over the place. The last few years, they've been becoming more and more common, and more of a problem as well. Especially for me. They don't take too kindly when I try to, tidy up their coffins and things. But so... That... Eh? It's not like they need any of that anymore. One of those damn spirits. Haven't... It's dead then? Heh, good. I knew that old bag would try to come back for me someday, but she wouldn't have guessed I'd have someone like you on my side. Indeed. Indeed I do. You've gotten rid of a very pesky mother-in-law for me. A ghost, of course. But still. Oh, yes, you'll get a reward. Here you go. She had some nice things in her grave, too. Since she's gone, I guess she won't be keeping me from them anymore. Ugly people need love, too. Now, go and find those ghosts I told you about. The grave digging bit. What?
I'll have her! That cheating, lying sow! Sullying the Ren name and dragging it in the dirt like this! Putting me in the dirt! Ren Fang, if I ever get my claws on you, I'll leave you a stinking, bloated corpse! You've heard of me? What do you know? What do you want here? I have no time for idiots who only want to rob my grave. I exist only for revenge. Revenge on my wife, who after so much talk of faithfulness and love, decided she would be better off without me. She killed me! Poisoned me in my own house. When I find her... How can I let the past go when my very reason for existing in this world still is her? She was everything to me in life, and is so in death as well. Find her, bring her to me. Let me kill her and draw the last agonizing breaths from her body, and you will have my eternal gratitude. Most likely, she's still at our old home. It's in the market district near the entrance to the Black Leopard School. Find her and bring her to me.
Is someone there? You. What do you want? Have you come to torture me more? Have you come to see me suffer here unavenged? No one cries for Merchant Bai. You know of me? You've heard about the pains I suffered in life, and this continued torment I have to endure in death? You can understand? You don't run in terror like the rest. Instead, you talk to me. Perhaps you can help. I was a merchant in life. Not a rich one, but I made enough to survive. I sold mostly to the poorer sections of the city. My goods weren't the finest, but they were practical. At the time, there were a pair of brothers, Seat Su and Si Ran, who were the terror of the streets. They extorted money and goods from everyone. They tried to extort from me. When I wouldn't give them what they wanted, they decided to make an example of me. They killed me and mutilated me, and left me dead in that alley. They terrorized the city for weeks after that, but they were finally run down. That might have been where it ended, just as done, but it wasn't. They were buried here, with me. Their deaths, execution by beheading, were harsh enough that they have risen again. My spirit cannot rest quiet with them here. Even now in death, they mock me and torment me as they did in my final moments of life. They drive me mad! Yes, yes! If my killers are at least removed from this world, their spirits will no longer torment me. You must find a way to defeat them and drive them from this place. They were common criminals, so they were not given a normal burial. They were dumped in a communal grave underground to the south. I'm sure you can find them. Thank you, stranger. If you can truly help me, if you do, I'll show you something that even Shen hasn't found yet.
Where is my baby? My baby, please, where is he? Where has Shen taken him? Yes. If you know me, then you must know the pain I feel. My baby! That monster Shen has taken him from me. He was only a few moments old when that vile man took him from me. ripped him from my arms and carried him away. Please find my baby. Please. You have to help me find him. Shen must know where he is. That abominable little man took him from me. Kill him. Torture him. Whatever you need. Just find my baby. Find that hideous little man and bring the truth out of him however you can.